Earlier this week, we spoke with a teacher at Lewis and Clark Middle School in Meridian who was told to remove 2 posters from her classroom. Posters meant to foster inclusion for Sarah Inama's 6th grade students. One listed the values of those in the classroom, and the other simply said, "Everyone is welcome here," above hands of various skin tones. Sarah said she was told by her school principal and then West Ada School District personnel to take them down because the posters violate district policy of displaying personal opinions, since, well, not everyone believes everyone is welcome here. Sarah told us she took them down that day, but a few days later, after feeling so unsettled by it, she put the poster back up, believing everyone is welcome here is not a personal opinion, but the foundation of public education, and taking it down would only validate racist and bigoted views. Still, West Ada School District has given her till the end of the year to remove it. Sarah shared her story with us Monday, and since then, our inbox has been flooded with messages supporting the teacher. Yet, the only thing we've heard from the West Ada School District is a reiteration of their policy without an explanation of how everyone is welcome is just personal opinion. Well, then today, the district put out a 2-page letter to its staff titled, "Ensuring a Consistent and Supportive Learning Environment." And the analogy they chose to use is, to say the least, interesting, equating West Ada to a well-coached sports team whose success comes from following a structured game plan. The letter says players can bring their own strengths and personality, but they still have to play within the rules. If one of those players, say, wore a different uniform or brought their own ball or just ignored the rules, well, what kind of game would that be? Unstructured, confusing, imbalanced, it said. The letter then mentioned Marcus Myers, the district's chief academic officer, and he's the one who told Mrs. Inama to remove her posters. It likens Mr. Myers to a referee in this sports analogy. He's the one to make sure the established rules are followed impartially to ensure a fair and level playing field. It went on to say Mr. Myers has a lot of experience in this stuff, so he knows how to maintain a balanced and effective educational environment. Letter went on to say those values should be fostered through connections made in classrooms, not through posters. However, the letter failed to mention the fact the district is currently being sued for allowing 3 Eagle High School students to be subjected to racial slurs on a regular basis. And despite several complaints from the family, their lawsuit claims the district didn't do anything to stop it. We received an overwhelming number of comments in the last couple of days, nearly all of them extremely supportive of Sarah Inama's putting her poster back up. And they came from all over, from California to Massachusetts, from Alaska to Florida, even Canada. Many of them asking us to get answers from the West Ada School District. And trust me when I say we have reached out repeatedly. We've reached out to the school district and to the school board members individually. They're the ones you elected to set such policies. And we've been denied or just ignored, just like many of you have. But yesterday, we got word of someone trying to make something good out of this. Chris Stewart, after seeing Sarah's story, thought, what if we could make this a little more public? So Chris reached out to a Boise shirt shop. Brigade Screen Printing and Embroidery is the name of the place, and he asked them to make some T-shirts. He took Sarah's poster, word for word, even using the same font and coloring, including the hands of the various skin tones, and he put it all on a shirt or a sweatshirt.
Saying everyone's welcome shouldn't be divisive. And I don't look at that as a political thing either. It's not one side or the other. I think if there's one thing that we can all agree on in today's world, it's that everybody should feel safe and everybody should feel inclusive. There's nothing offensive about that at all. My idea was just to get everybody together and show that we are an inclusive place. That's the Idaho I see. It's the Idaho I choose to see every single day. And I knew once the message was put out there, people would gravitate towards it. So the goal is to hopefully have a day where every student or parent can wear the shirts and just let the world know Idaho is an inclusive place. Idaho is welcome. Everybody is welcome here in Idaho.
Well, Brigade told us this afternoon, and I just got a text message from the owner. He said they've gone from about 400 orders this afternoon to 800 orders for those shirts tonight. And they're selling them at cost. They're making no money off of this, and neither is Chris. So taking all this negative attention Idaho has been getting, once again, and they're trying to turn it into a positive.